Complete disaster. Paul Scholes questions Erik Ten Hag tactical decision in Manchester United draw versus Sevilla. Paul Scholes says Erik Ten Hag's second-half substitutions against Sevilla weakened Manchester United, allowing the visitors steal a 2-2 draw in the first leg of their Europa League quarter-final tie. While leading 2-0, Ten Hag took off Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes and Anthony Martial for Anthony Elanga, Christian Eriksen and Wout Weghorst just after the hour mark before swapping Facundo Pellistri for Antony 3 minutes before Sevilla pulled one back. That effort deflected off Tyrell Malacia onto David De Gea and into the net before a cruel ricochet off Harry Maguire on for Raphael Varane, who looked to have picked up a first-half knock, saw Sevilla equalize from a Youssef En-Nesyri header in stoppage time. And with all 5 substitutions used, United were dealt a hammer blow when Lisandro Martinez picked up a nasty-looking foot injury that saw him stretchered down the tunnel. It left United down to 10 men when Sevilla found their equalizer. Scholes says the replacements made earlier in the second half contributed to the shock draw, branding the performance after halftime as a complete disaster. He told BT Sport, "Manchester United were very quiet in the second half, didn't really create anything. Substitutes I don't think helped the game. It definitely weakened the team. You can understand Martial with him being fragile but really sloppy in that second half. 2-2, still, look, injuries and suspensions won't be great for next week, but I felt we saw enough to say Sevilla aren't a great team and United should still have enough. But I tell you what, going over there will be difficult." Scholes added, "The second half was a complete disaster, really. Malacia should have dealt with that first goal at the source and he didn't. Then from then on it was a really difficult night. Injuries, suspensions, then they get the second goal. It's not a great second half." In other news, Lisandro Martinez injury not an Achilles, says Manchester United boss Erik Ten Hag. Erik Ten Hag allayed fears Lisandro Martinez had suffered an Achilles injury during Manchester United's 2-2 Europa League rival with Sevilla on Thursday. There was speculation defender had suffered a serious Achilles injury which would have ended his season, but Ten Hag played down those fears after the game at Old Trafford. "I cannot tell what it is, but is not an Achilles," the Dutchman told reporters. "I have spoken with him and he is okay and he is calm." Martinez had to be helped off the pitch by Sevilla's Gonzalo Montiel and Marcos Acuna, who are his teammates in the Argentina national team, before being carried away on a stretcher. United played the final minutes with 10 men having used all 5 substitutes. It proved costly as Sevilla clinched a late equalizer through a Harry Maguire own goal to keep the quarter-final tie finally poised ahead of next week's return leg in Spain. The draw was not the only disappointment. Martinez joined a list of injured players including striker Marcus Rashford, defender Luke Shaw, and Martinez's fellow centre-back Raphael Varane, who had to be replaced at halftime against Sevilla. "We have seen Licha Martinez drop out after a moment," Ten Hag told MUTV. "There was no opponent involved so it doesn't look that great, but we have to wait. The medical staff have to do their job to give the right diagnosis. I think an injury he will not play on Sunday," Ten Hag added, referring to United's Premier League game at Nottingham Forest. "I cannot say what the diagnosis. I prefer to wait and to know what it is." Rashford, who has contributed 28 goals and 8 assists this season, is expected to miss a couple of weeks due to a groin injury. United became only the second English side to score 2 own goals in a single match in a major European competition. Chelsea were first in 2019 against Ten Hag's Ajax. What are your thoughts on the game? Do you think we should sign Marcel Sabitzer? And do you think our season is in danger of falling apart? Comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.